In this episode, I will recap the storyline of a war action film released in 2024. This film is based on a true story about Operation Daula in Lahad Datu, Sabah. The story delves into the heroic battle of the Royal Malaysian Police against Nusantara militant groups in the area. Released in February 2024, the film earned a rating of 6.9 out of 10 on IMDb. Without further ado, here is the storyline of the movie, Takluk Lahad Datu. The film begins with information about the events in Lahad Datu in February 2013. Malaysia was shocked by an invasion of armed terrorist groups who entered the country's waters. Negotiations to maintain peace were attempted but failed due to their excessive demands. As a result, civilians had to be evacuated, and battles broke out in Kampung Tando and Kampung Simunul. The scene continues on Tuesday, February 26, at 12:30 a.m., when armed members of the Nusantara Militant Movement, GMN, were spotted along the Batu Jugar coastline. Then, on Friday, March 1, at 6:45 a.m., the elite PPN-69 Commando unit assembled for their mission. PPN-69 Commando, a versatile elite special forces unit of the Royal Malaysian Police, divided its personnel into 4 teams: Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta. Team Charlie advanced to Sector 9, Batu Jugar. Team Delta took position in Sector 7. Team Bravo moved to Sector 8. Team Alpha proceeded to Sector 13. Upon arriving at Sector 9, Team Charlie spotted enemy movements in the distance through their telescope. One of GMN's leaders, Raja Imran, shouted, "Leave this place! Get out! This is our land, our lives and deaths belong here." Raja Imran then ordered his troops to advance and prepare to attack. Observing the situation, the PPN-69 commandos immediately readied their weapons and war tactics, preparing for action. The scene flashes back to a few days earlier at the GMN base on Pulau Gitak, where viewers are introduced to the GMN leaders. Raja Iskandar, the main leader. Mansor Jidan, the right-hand commander. Samat Putra Raja Imran, the field leader. Danin, the GMN militant general. Raja Iskandar delivers a fiery speech to inspire his followers, chanting, "Rise, GMN! Rise, GMN! Rise, GMN!" Next, the story introduces Inspector Saiful, a special branch intelligence officer in Batu Jugar. Saiful lives with his mother after the passing of his father. On Tuesday, February 26, at 5:55 a.m., during a high-level meeting, the director of KDNKA, Special Operations Forces, Datuk Kiril, confirmed the armed invasion by GMN in Batu Jugar. GMN is portrayed as a cult group led by Raja Iskandar. Its followers are believed to be obsessed with black magic and convinced that Raja Iskandar can grant them immunity to physical attacks. After that, SAC Datuk Misan, deputy director of KDNKA, asked, "Which of our forces are already in Batu Jugar?" SAC Kamal replied, "Our intelligence team is already there, led by me. In addition, there is the General Operations Force, PGA team led by Brigade Commander SAC Taufik, and VAT-69 Commando led by SAC Datuk Asisi Abdullah." Datuk Asisi added, "The VAT-69 Commando team is prepared and awaiting orders. The authorities have granted permission to carry out a peace negotiation mission with the militants. This negotiation mission would be led directly by Datuk Misan and Seki Kamal, who were instructed to depart that night to carry out the mission." The scene then shifts to VAT-69 Commando conducting counter-terrorism training. After the training, we are introduced to the team commanders of VAT-69 Commando. DSP Saidi as commander of Team Delta. DSP Zamri as commander of Team Alpha. DSP Maznan as commander of Team Charlie. DSP Jailani as commander of Team Bravo. In the locker room after training, SAC Abdullah informed them that Batu Jugar village had been attacked by GMN militants. They were ordered to prepare to head to Batu Jugar that night and to escort Datuk Misan during the peace negotiation mission. The scene transitions to the Batu Jugar District Police Headquarters, where Inspector Alwi and Inspector Saiful received orders to head to the airbase. Meanwhile, the commando team personnel bid farewell to their families. Samri said goodbye to his heavily pregnant wife, while Maznan bid farewell to his wife and child. The team then gathered in the open field at the PGU Subang Jaya base, where Datuk Azizi oversaw their departure. On the plane, Datuk Misan joined them en route to Batu Jugar. Upon arrival at the PGU Batu Jugar Air Base, they were greeted by Inspector Saiful and immediately prepared full weaponry to escort Datuk Misan to the GMN headquarters for the peace negotiations. At Sector 4 in Batu Jugar, they arrived at the GMN headquarters. Datuk Misan and SAC Kamal, as representatives, were first inspected before being allowed to meet Raja Iskandar. They then met Raja Iskandar to begin the negotiation. During the negotiation, Raja Iskandar presented two major demands. 1. The government must provide compensation of 500 million ringgit. 2. The government must hand over full authority of the territory to GMN. However, SAC Kamal stated that these demands were excessive and impossible to meet. Instead, they requested that GMN lay down their weapons and withdraw peacefully. Hearing this, Raja Iskandar responded, "This land has been our rightful heritage for generations. Why do you seek to take it without our consent?" After this statement, Datuk Misan and SAC Kamal excused themselves, promising to continue negotiations. They then returned to their temporary camp, not far from the GMN headquarters. While relaxing briefly at the camp, Datuk Misan informed the team that Raja Iskandar and his forces were unlikely to withdraw peacefully. Therefore, he and SAC Kamal would attempt to negotiate again the following day. However, if the negotiations failed again, they were ordered to evacuate civilians from the border area immediately. That night they continued monitoring enemy movements around the GMN headquarters. The scene continues on Thursday, February 28 at 6:30 a.m. Datuk Misan and SAC Kamal prepare to resume negotiations with GMN. The General Operations Force, PGA Battalion, led by Brigade Commander SAC Taufik, along with the intelligence team, is tasked with evacuating civilians from the area. The evacuees will be relocated to the community hall in Batu Jugar. Meanwhile, Saiful's mother communicates with her family in Kampung Air, and decides to visit them afterward. The scene shifts to Kampung Hulu, Sector 12 of Batu Jugar, where Inspector Alwi and his team are evacuating civilians to the Batu Jugar Community Hall. However, since Saiful's mother has gone to Kampung Air, Alwi does not find her there. The militants become aware of the civilian evacuations. Back at the GMN headquarters, Raja Iskandar distributes cigarettes to the GMN members, using this as a method to count how many members are present. Along with cigarettes, food and drinks are also provided to the militants. When confronted by Raja Iskandar, he reiterates his demands and insists they leave his territory immediately. Meanwhile, Saiful and his team are evacuating civilians in Sector 11 of Batu Jugar. However, members of GMN soon arrive and question why they are there. Saiful explains that they are conducting a civilian evacuation, but the militants demand that they leave immediately. The militants report the civilian evacuations to Raja Iskandar. Upon hearing this, Raja Iskandar confronts Datuk Misan asking, "What is your purpose for coming here?" Kamal responds, "For peace negotiations." Raja Iskandar firmly retorts, "Why are you trying to deceive me with this false peace negotiation?" Datuk Misan stands up and replies, "We are on the front line, ready to fight you if you refuse to withdraw. We will not back down and are prepared to face you." The scene shifts to the Batu Jugar Community Hall, where civilians have been evacuated. Saiful, upon arrival, continues searching for his mother but does not find her there. Alwi arrives and calls him back to headquarters. At the Batu Jugar Tactical Operations and Emergency Command, TEOC, Datuk Misan issues an order. "The higher-ups have instructed us to monitor the GMN headquarters closely. Negotiations have been suspended. We will cut off all access to facilities, including water and food. We'll wait for the next 2 days to see if GMN requests further negotiations. If they continue to refuse, the operation will proceed." That night, they continue to monitor the GMN headquarters, but no movements are observed. A report is made to Datuk Misan that GMN members seem to have retreated into the forest or relocated to another village. Kamal says, "We need to encircle this area. Don't let them escape and move to another village." Datuk Misan replies, "Deploy the Marine Police to prevent them from escaping by sea." The scene progresses to Friday, March 1 at 7 a.m. From a police helicopter, GMN members are spotted in the forest. Warning leaflets are dropped, urging GMN to withdraw immediately. However, as GMN continues to refuse, a battle breaks out between GMN and VAT-69 commandos once again. At the base, they listened to the final recorded report from the team in Kampung Air. The team had been attacked, and there were many casualties on their side. However, the report was cut off when the surviving personnel's phone battery died. Satellite camera visuals clearly showed that many team members had died, but the number of survivors remained uncertain. Jai exclaimed, "Why are we still here? Why don't we go there immediately?" Datuk Misan replied, "We must wait. We need clear and detailed information about the current situation in Kampung Air. Launching an attack tonight would benefit the militants, as we're unsure who among the people there are our team members and who are militants. Therefore, I've already sent 2 officers for reconnaissance. Once we have sufficient information, God willing, we'll head to Kampung Air tomorrow morning." That night, the reconnaissance team arrived in Kampung Air. The survivors, though injured, were hiding in a civilian's house. Through their telescope, the recon team observed GMN militants in the area holding civilians hostage, one of whom was Saiful's mother. Saiful, seeing his mother from afar, was helpless due to his severe injuries. He eventually passed out from the pain. Meanwhile, Inspector Alwi and his surviving team members, hiding and observing the militants from a distance, returned to the reconnaissance team and reported that Raja Iskandar was present at the location. The recon team reported to the base that Raja Iskandar was confirmed to be in Kampung Air. Raja Iskandar approached the captured civilians. Matsin, one of his men, asked for permission to kill a civilian named Sandra, but Raja Iskandar refused. "We'll use the civilians as bait," Raja said. Raja then stepped outside and saw his fallen men. Furious, he scolded Matsin for their deaths, blaming his leadership. "What's your plan for retaliation?" Raja asked. Matsin replied that he had prepared his men, who were stationed at strategic points. The police would likely enter through certain alleys in Kampung Air, and they would ambush them. "Are you sure?" Raja pressed. Matsin angrily responded, "I'll make it happen." Raja emphasized, "I don't like I'll try. I want certainty. I want all my vengeance fulfilled. Ensure that tomorrow every single one of those police officers is killed. Be ruthless, don't be cowards." Raja then returned to the base. Back at their command, all the police forces gathered to receive directives from Datuk Misan. "Our mission today is to rescue our team members and to capture or neutralize the GMN militants, especially Raja Iskandar and his top leaders." Zamri, the leader of Team Alpha, motivated his unit, saying, "We all know that as humans, we feel fear. But we're not here because of fear. We're here because of our strength. But what is our true strength? Is it just our weapons? The bullets in those weapons? Our true strength lies in our identity as members of the Royal Malaysian Police. It lies in our resolve to leave our families behind, to bear the pain of losing our brothers. Our true strength is our willingness to sacrifice our lives, every drop of blood from our fallen brothers, to defend what is rightfully ours and fight against our enemies. We fight to stop them from taking what belongs to us, our families, our brothers, our freedom. Today is the last day for our enemies. Today, they face an unparalleled force, our true strength. Today is the day we destroy them all. Even if we die, we will fight to the end." They heard Saiful shouting from the civilian house, "Quick, bandage my wound. I need to go save my mother." "Saiful, you're seriously injured. Let us be the ones to rescue your mother," said Al. Seeing this, the other team members also shouted for assistance. Finally, both Saiful and his mother were successfully rescued. The reconnaissance team then reported that the GMN militants were planning to escape using a boat. They had taken a civilian hostage, and it was highly likely that Raja Iskandar was on the boat. Even though he hadn't been seen. Upon hearing the report, the team moved forward to sweep and eliminate the armed and highly trained GMN militants using their advanced tactical warfare skills. They prepared themselves to take action. "Don't try to act. Don't move or I'll shoot this child," shouted Raja Iskandar. "Step back, drop your weapons, or I'll shoot." It turned out that Raja Iskandar and part of his troops were not at Kampung Air. They were seen continuing to move into the forest. At the end of the movie, the struggle's narrative is conveyed. Our lives begin and end on this land. This struggle will continue. Even if thousands of enemies attack us, we will keep fighting for justice that must be upheld. This is the beginning, and this will lead to the end. That's the recap of this episode, guys. Always support this channel by subscribing. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment if this video entertained you. See you in the next gadget videos. See you, bye-bye, thank you.